Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here to discuss RuPaul's Drag Race All Star Season 8, Episode 8 and Episode 9. We are getting caught up, honey. We got a little behind, but we are getting caught up today. So, Miss Krisha May, what do we think of these two episodes as a collective?
Um, you know, they were episodes. They were episodes. And I was just like, of course, get rid of all the black folks.
I enjoyed these two episodes. I question
Some
some
choices were
choices that
made.
was made, but overall they were entertaining episodes of television.
Yeah.
Although I'm going to have to read one queen at the beginning of the next episode.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we'll be halfway through this one, but you know, after we review episode 8, as we start episode 9,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have some
Mm.
things to say.
I bet.
Yeah. So,
Because that was some tomfoolery.
let's go ahead and get into it.
Now
So,
you should be afraid. Be very afraid.
after Kahana was eliminated, the queens return into the workroom. They read her message, and this is the first time we hear the phrase, "I will never forget what you have done for me."
Hmm.
So, we go sit down on the couch. They hand Lala the crown and scepter. We should have seen the writing on the wall then.
Hmm.
So, Alexis opens up the box and reveals that everybody voted for Kahana except for Kahana, who voted for Alexis.
Mm-hmm.
So, Candy Muse. Oh, yeah, she did that fake out where she was like, actually, Kahana voted for herself. I voted for you. Oh, baby. I acted
I
like
was like, I saw that and I was like, Desmond, she took your stick.
And what gets me is I really believed her for a second. I'm like, wait, no, Desmond, you saw the votes. You saw how everyone voted. Oh, but that was a good one. Everyone got a little chuckle out of that. So, it's the
Mm-hmm.
next day in the workroom, and we saw the baloney foreshadowing. Um, RuPaul walks in and living out my best life on the ranch realness. Um, what
His
do we,
lumberjack
yeah, what
realness.
do we think of this little house on the prairie number he got on?
Mm. It would have been cute had it been like brown pants. The gold shoe, they're not gold. Those are the snakeskin boots.
Mm-hmm.
Still kind of throw it off for me.
I didn't like it. Ah! So
Mm.
RuPaul, so RuPaul announces that this week we will be doing a design challenge, and I'm like, okay, it's about time we did another design challenge. We haven't had one since the ball, so I'm like, okay, let's get some designing up in here.
Mm-hmm.
The pit crew comes out and reveals these 5 boxes here, and RuPaul says that you will have to design your own look based off of the material in this queen's box. Not create a replica of what the queen would wear, create your own look out of what the material is in the box that is based on the said queens. So the
Mm-hmm.
5 queens that they have to choose from is Kylie Sonique Love, All Stars 6 winner, Shea Coulee, All Stars 5 winner, Trinity the Tuck and Monet Exchange, the winners of All Stars Season 4, and Trixie Mattel, the winner of All Stars 3. So, if you were in this design challenge, which box would you have hoped you gotten?
I'd have pulled Lala Ree and been like, nah, I'm gonna take Shea Coulee because she got some color and it might match.
I mean, when I was looking at all these, I was torn between Trixie and Monet, but I think I would, after seeing what was in there, I think I would have wanted Trixie's box. I think I could have done something fun. Obviously, I don't sew. So I could have glued together something fun. Baby, if Bender LaCreme can win a design challenge with a hot glue gun, So can I. So can I. Okay, baby, I'll be in there gluing away.
Okay. I will glue it on myself.
But if I have to, shoot.
Hmm.
They'll be like, oh, it fits your body so well. It sure does.
Yep, yep. Show us.
It sure does. Sitting there gluing it on. Fits
Hmm.
well. So RuPaul announces that since
But you got
Lala,
to make sure that your fabric is backwards, and then you flip it inside out and put it back on.
yes, yes. But RuPaul announces that Lala Ree was the top All Star last week, so she gets to decide who gets what box. And I think she was relatively fair with the
Yeah,
boxes. I wouldn't
she
have
went with
been.
personalities. I know. I
I
know you
wouldn't have
wouldn't
been.
have
But
been.
hey, Lala Ree chose Shea Coulee. She gave Alexis Michelle Trinity the Tuck. She gave Jessica Wilde Kylie Sonique Love, her season 2 sister.
Hmm.
Candy Muse was given Monet Exchange. And then Jimbo was given Trixie Mattel. So, after they've been working for a while, our beautiful black sister Raven walked into the workroom and was joined by Chanel. What do we think of seeing these two?
Why?
It was an odd choice, but I was watching something, or I read online somewhere. RuPaul had something to do with the Emmys that day, so
Hmm.
she was only available for that morning to tell them what to do. And
Hmm.
then they were like, okay, well, we got Raven here. Let's call up Chanel. I guess she was in town.
Yeah.
And they went right back in. Now, I will give Raven her props. She's not as brown as she usually is.
She hasn't been the last couple of seasons she's been up there.
I've noticed she's slowly getting back to her skin tone. She's still a little too dark.
Hmm.
She's still hitting that tanny bit a little too hard. But
Mm.
nothing compared. Ooh, season 12, when she was darker than RuPaul, baby, I was like, Raven, honey, Raven.
I don't know. Them high cheekbones are not working for her.
Anyway, so they came in. They gave some. I would say it was helpful advice to the queens.
Hmm.
And now let's get to the main stage. So at first we have Mother Rue in this 80s punk rock mini dress
That we've
situation.
seen like 3 times.
Although we have seen this, I still liked it. I did.
Hmm.
It's real cute. That pink looked good on her. That pink looked good on her.
She's trying to look youthful. We're in our Barbie era right now.
Mm-hmm. And this is what, let's see, there's been 15 regular seasons, 18 all-star season, so that's 23 plus the 4 UK seasons, that's 27 plus the 2 down under seasons. There's 29 seasons RuPaul's had to pull off some looks for. Oh,
Hmm.
let's not forget UK versus the world. That's 30 seasons
Mm.
RuPaul has had to pull some looks for. Well, Zaldi has had to. Ooh, Zaldi. Lord, I know your brain hurts. I know you get. Yeah, I know you be mad when it's time for a new season. God damn.
I don't think they get a break, considering that all of these seasons are filmed consecutively.
Yeah, so he had to be boom, 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 boom. Because really, the way that I've noticed the way they shoot, they'll shoot UK and Down Under at the top of the year.
Hmm.
There's a break from like March to June. June is when they do the regular season of Drag Race, followed by an All Stars. And now this year we have a global All Stars.
Hmm.
So, and let's not forget UK versus the World season 2 is a thing. So they shot that at the top of the year too. So I
Mm.
imagine probably around September or October is when Rue will be done for the year. But somewhere in there they got to sneak in Secret Celebrity because there's a good chance they might get a fourth season because they've already gotten a third, which means they probably shot it at some time. For some reason, they're really good at keeping Secret Celebrity a secret until it's time to come on. Because when season 2 came, I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't heard no rumblings about this.
Mm.
When they did season 1, baby, everybody knew who was gonna be there. But season 2, that just popped up out of the blue. I'm like, when did y'all record this?
I think Alex Newell should come back.
Oh my goodness. I would love to see them back. But anyway, so I'll give RuPaul a little grace. This looks nice. Now, we are joined by Michelle Visage, Ross
Of
Matthews,
course.
and Brandon Boyd. I was not expecting to see him there, but he was such a fun guest judge.
Hmm.
And then, did you watch Untucked as well? No,
No.
just
No.
like every other guest judge, he came back and he spoke with the queens and he talked about how he became a fan of the show during quarantine because of his wife, and it was just I love to see it. He seems like a nice guy. He
Hmm. I
really
mean, at
does.
least he was honest
Honest about what?
when he became a fan.
Oh yeah, he was like yeah, and he said he got obsessed with the show, went in on a deep dive, and he said he loves the art that this show brings out of people. And I was like,
Mm.
I really like this guy. I likes him. Bring him back for a guest judge anytime. Anytime.
Anytime.
So I got another shot of Rue. This is the full shot right here, looking lovely. All right. So
Mhm.
up first we have Candy Muse, who had Monet Exchange's box. What did we think of this look right here?
I think she went for Monet now as opposed to Monet when she was on the show. It's okay,
I like it.
but I like it.
I like it. It's like a soft two. Like, I wish he
Yeah,
touched the ground. I wish there was something that could have separated. Like, it just looks like one big square. I wish there was some more proportionizing there.
it is just one big square.
But yeah, like, it's a nice dress. It's
Hmm.
a nice dress. And the hair and makeup's always correct with Candy, so I ain't worried about that.
I think if she would have left her top the way it was,
That
her
part.
dress would have touched the floor, but because she didn't like the way that the top
Mm hmm.
went,
Mm
it
hmm.
took away some inches and that brought her dress up higher.
I completely agree. I completely agree. Up next, we have Jimbo. What did you think of Jimbo's look?
Um, it was Jimbo. It was definitely a Jimbo look.
I loved this look. It was
Mm,
so creative. It was so Jimbo, but also very Trixie at the same time. She did a
hmm.
really good job taking Trixie and throwing it into the Jimbo aesthetic. I didn't get a screenshot of it, but when the hood was up, oh baby, that was everything. Like the
Yeah.
puffy sleeves, like out of everybody, she put in probably the most work, if not Alexis. She put in a lot of work too.
She did because she molded them things, the jacket to them titties.
Yeah, and it's just like this gets tens across the board from me. Like I thought this was so creative, so fun, and the pearl smile and the eyeballs. I thought that was just a great touch.
Instead of a pearl necklace,
I know, right?
you get a pearl facial.
But yeah, I really thought this was really creative, really Jimbo. I like this. I really did. Up next is Lala Ree, who has Shea Coulee's box.
Mm-hmm.
For this to be her third gown, I
Uh-huh.
would say it was nice.
I think it was nice too. I think they did
Compared to the bags we got on her season,
exactly.
this is like a major come upping.
Like she's done really good construction wise as far as outfits are concerned this season.
Yeah, I really wish she would have had another sleeve, and for the sleeve that she did have to reach all the way to her wrist. But,
Hmm.
she was low on material.
In
Uh,
which case, in all honesty, I would have just took the other sleeve off.
yeah, it made it match. It made a cute, like, v neck situation. You know what I'm saying?
Because then it would have been like it would have been more 1990s Grace Jones,
Hmm.
even though that wasn't the prompt, but
Now,
that's what it would have given.
now I will say this. Apparently, her and RuPaul's old wig stylist met up this episode because baby, she had a six head. Baby, we need to bring that down. Bring that down. And I wish she would have put a little concealer or some foundation on that hairline because
Yes, I noticed
she
that
borrowed
too.
that wig from Alexis Michelle, and you could tell that was Alexis Michelle's wig
Yes.
because you could see that white hairline. I'm like, I wish she
That
would have done a
that
little
that
something there.
unkempt lace.
Yeah, I wish she would have done a little something there to that. But overall, this was okay. This was okay. Up next, we have Alexis Michelle, who had Trinity the Tux box. This is stunning.
That is real. That like I
This is
she earned it.
stunning. This was so beautiful.
Yes.
Again, she did a really good job mixing her style with Trinity's. It's very
Mm,
pageant.
very
Like
passionate.
this is good. This was really good.
And the funny thing is this is very reminiscent of Trinity's teacups outfit, or
Okay,
the one I call the teacups.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yes. And then last but definitely not least, we have Jessica Wilde, who had Kylie Sonique's Love Box. I really like this. I thought this was cute.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way it flowed when she turned.
Yeah.
I just wish there was like the bottom half of that dress. I wish it was done different. I wouldn't even know how.
You don't like the uneven hemline.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't either, not with that fabric.
And it may be just the fabric. Like if this was any other fabric, I don't think I would have flinched.
If it was solid fabric, the uneven hemline wouldn't have mattered. But because it's a pattern fabric, having the pattern and then having that particular movement while it's still, it makes it not very appealing.
Uh huh. Excuse
Those are
me.
contagious. Stop.
So we have our top five all stars here. Who had your favorite look of the week?
I hate to say it, but Alexis did.
Alexis had a really good look. I would say Jimbo. I'm not gonna lie. I would have gave the win to Jimbo this week. I would have. I would have been like Jimbo. Congratulations, you're the winner again. But I've been keeping
Mm,
track. If I would have judged this show, I don't think Jimbo would still be standing here if I was judging this season. Just being honest. But, um,
understandable.
but we do find out that Alexis Michelle is the winner, and that our
Hmm.
bottom two is Candy and Lala. Do you agree with that bottom two?
Um, no.
Okay, who would you put in the bottom instead of Candy and or Lala?
I think Candy would have had to. I think Lala would have had to stay, unfortunately. But maybe Jessica. But then again, I didn't like Jessica's outfit.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just my opinion. Doesn't mean it was everybody's opinion.
But yeah, that's your opinion. For me, I think this is the correct bottom two.
Yeah.
Because I do like Jessica's outfit. I really do. I really do. It's just, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Candy's. Like I said, nobody did like bad,
Nobody did horrible.
but only like Jimbo and Alexis shined. Everybody else was just
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's
You can
time.
tell that the other ones don't sew.
Yeah. So it is time to pick the lipstick, darling. We see a couple votes. Oh, we see all the votes, I think. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I love how Lala stole the thingy. Okay, we didn't see all the votes.
Hmm.
But congratulations, Roxy St. James. You are the top all-star of the week. You have Candy's lipstick and you have Lala's lipstick in front of you. Whose lipstick would you have chosen?
Uh, they both have like one win apiece, right?
One win. This is both their first bottom placement. They have been killing the competition.
Facts.
So whose lipstick would you have chosen in this situation?
In all honesty, I'm gonna play the game and get rid of the strong competitor. I probably would have got rid of Candy.
For me, I think I would have chose Candy as well. No,
Hmm.
no, hold on.
Hmm.
Wait,
Wait,
wait, wait, wait.
because hell almost froze over. We almost agreed on something.
Honey, we agree on several things. um, at this point, I really don't know what the hell they're doing with this season.
I
Because,
don't
like,
either.
are we going to a top two? But even if that, we still got 2 episodes after that. What is going on here? Are
Is
we
there
getting a
gonna be a
reunion?
reunion?
Like, what's going on? I am confusion.
We gonna get a reunion and Heidi's not gonna be there?
Most likely, because if we're going to go to a top two, which I think that's weird, we're going to go to a top two, have a reunion, then have the finale with just the two queens. Like, how are you going to fill an hour worth of time with just two queens there? But hey, we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe it's something really smart that they're doing, and we just don't see it yet.
That part.
But for me, knowing, knowing that there's not going to be a lip sync royale, because I would have done the math in my head. I'm like, we still got all these episodes. No. So since we're not going to be lip syncing for the crown, I would have chose Candy. But if I had a feeling that we were lip syncing for the crown, I would have chose Lala. Because I feel like I could take Candy. But Lala, woo, baby,
Mm,
she'll eat me up for
mm.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. But in this situation, I would have chose Candy.
Lala.
Yeah. Candy. Honestly, yeah.
Candy.
Yeah, for me, because Lala Ree is really just starting to shine.
Exactly.
But if I'm being a competitor, hey, she's really starting to shine. Get rid of this bitch right now.
But you could get rid of the one who's just starting to shine, or you can get rid of the one that's been shining the whole damn time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to say Candy is who I would have picked. I'm going to say
Thank you.
Candy.
Thank you. Get
I'm going
rid
to
of the
say
one that's
Candy.
been shining the whole damn time.
Like,
The only critique Candy has got is stop wearing fucking bodysuits
and stop being Candy in the acting challenges.
and stop being Candy in the acting challenges.
Yeah, so I think I would have chose Candy at this point in the game. But we found out everyone chose Lala, but we'll get into that a little bit more. So,
Well, yeah.
Alexis Michelle is on the main stage waiting to meet her lip sync assassin. And we find out that the lip sync assassin is no other than season 12 and the host of Drag Race France,
Alors,
Nikki
français.
Doll. Which they
Mhm.
were smart because this aired the Friday before the premiere of Drag Race France
Mhm.
season 2. Like, they knew what they were doing here. Like, let's get Nikki on right before the premiere so people could be talking and tune in to Drag Race France.
Mhm.
Um, I need to talk to RuPaul and them about the definition of lip sync assassin because we've been loose with that term. I
But
love
see,
I love
if we
Nikki.
went literally with it, we'd only have like 6 queens to choose from.
No, I think we would have a good bundle of queens to choose from. I think we would.
I don't know, because last week's was pretty damn good.
Now, listen. I will say this season has done better with the lip sync assassins. I've agreed with majority of them being assassins. But if you remember All Star 6, some of them queens, I'm like, honey. And, like, don't get me wrong. I love Jessica Wilde. I love her to pieces. But when she popped up on All Star 6, you remember, I'm like,
Mhm.
honey, you had one lip sync on the show and it was not good. It was not good. Now, don't get me wrong. You ate Jan up in that womanizer lip sync. That's what you did.
Mm.
And your lip sync from earlier this season was good. But
What? However,
at that time, I would not have classed you as a lip sync assassin. You were one of the few queens. I still want to see Jessica Wilde perform. I still ain't seen her perform yet. I want to see her perform. But anyway, Nikki's here. And then we get the most random Drag Race song ever. These Boots Are Made for Walking by Nancy Sinatra. Now, don't get me wrong.
They were like, "Oh, we got the old lady singing. Let's do this."
Like, don't get me wrong. I like this song.
Uh huh.
And don't get me wrong, if a queen would have done this in the club to go around and collect her tips, I would have been handing her some money.
Yes.
But on
However,
the
comma.
drag race main stage, this song it just doesn't translate well for a drag
Mm,
race stage. Like there's not much you can do with this song.
no,
Like this song is the perfect let me go collect some tips song.
exactly.
Walk around
Let
these
me walk
boots
around,
on for
get
walking, eh.
personable.
And that's just
Eh,
what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like
yep,
do a little shimmy, do
this
a
is
little
either
boot number.
your mid-set song or your goodbye song.
Yeah. Like
If
this
you
doesn't
have a
translate
three
well.
song set, you give them the powerhouse in the beginning, then you walk around in the middle, or you walk around at the end.
Yeah, I was really shocked by this choice. I didn't even get any screenshots of the actual lip sync, but I will say
Thank
this:
goodness.
this was the best lip sync Nikki Doll's ever done on the show.
Hmm.
Because if you remember her ones from season 12, they were.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna give Nikki Doll her props. I'm like, okay, Nikki, that was the best one you done did on the show. Look at you. But RuPaul announces that Alexis Michelle is the winner of this week's lip sync. Do you agree with her winning the lip sync?
Yeah, because I think Nikki was doing a little too much.
I think it was very tight until the end when
Hmm.
Alexis started doing the. I was like, oh, there we go. She just won it right there.
Yep.
She just won it. She just won it. So, Nikki, thank you for coming to play with us. She goes to the back of the stage. The bottom queens come on the stage to join her. RuPaul then asks Alexis Michelle to reveal the queen that she has chosen to send to the house.
Hmm.
And she chose Lala. So, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Let me do a few more slides. Goodbye, Lala. And then we go back into the workroom after her elimination. They're reading the message. They go sit down. They congratulate Alexis on winning. Candy opens the box. We find out that everyone voted for Lala except for Lala, who voted for Candy. And
Uh-huh.
then Jimbo asked the question we were all thinking of. Didn't you say you weren't going to send her home? I'm like, okay, Jimbo, go ahead and give. We already knew she's getting the
Get
crown.
messy.
I'm like, we already know she's getting the crown. So I was like, just give her the crown now because maybe I'm sitting here asking the same question.
Mm.
And then she tiptoed. I won't say she tiptoed around it, but she said, I never once said that I was going to save her. And you're right, she never did.
Hmm.
But the part that gets me is when they were putting on the makeup. Lala said, if I find myself in the bottom, don't forget about me.
Right.
And, and then Alexis said, don't worry, I won't. Again, she did not say she was going to save her, but that conversation right there
Implies.
implies, which all of this just implies, but you basically just said, I have your back. You're good
Hmm.
if you fall on the bottom. And even though all the other queens voted for Lala, you had a different thing with Lala than everybody else. This whole season, you have been obsessed over Lala, talking about how you want to make her a roast chicken and you want to go on dates
Right.
and all
That's
this other
supposed to be
stuff.
yo Ace Boon
And then
Coon's
she
boy.
saved you, and you were just oh so thankful. Oh, I'll never forget it. I got your back. And then you sent her home.
Hmm.
And like, don't get me wrong, it's a TV show, so like, it's not that deep.
Right.
But at the same time, if I was Lala, I would feel some type of way. I would have.
Facts.
I would have. Like, you played in my face, basically. And yeah, you never technically said it. Yeah,
Right.
you're right. You never technically said it. But why'd you even entertain the idea then?
Exactly. If you weren't going to do it.
It's just, honestly, and it just really irritated me getting the screenshot. Not irritated. I'm not going to say that because I don't mean no harm for Alexis Michelle.
Hmm.
And she's making good TV. That's one thing. She is making good TV this season.
Right.
It's just I wish she would stand on her 2 feet because she's on Twitter talking about if I could go back and change it I would. No, stand on
No,
your decision.
you made your decision.
You
Just
made your
stick
decision.
with it.
Stand on it. Like I would respect you more. Be like, yeah,
I made
I
that
sent Lala
choice.
home. I never once said I was going to save her. It was a difficult position, blah, blah, blah. I would have respected that more than her going like, oh, well, if I could go back, I would vote differently.
Mm,
That just,
mm,
like I said, no hate to Alexis. It was just I was very confused. I was very confused, and it just felt like she was pussyfooting around the actual reason why she sent Lala home.
mm.
That's just what I honestly feel.
Yeah.
Again, no hate to Alexis. Please don't send that baby any hate.
Yeah.
She was talking about the
We're
hate.
not hating on anybody.
Yeah, she
We're
was
having
talking about the hate that she
conversation.
was receiving online. I'm like, y'all, we can have opinions. I just sat here and expressed mine, but I don't hate Alexis. If I'm ever at
Right.
a show when she's there, I'm definitely gonna tip.
Mm.
I'm definitely gonna tell her she looked good.
Mhm.
So it's just like, come on now. Don't take it's just a TV show, and I think it's Naisha who says this all the time. It is a reality show before it is a competition show. So you have to remember that it is a reality show first,
Right.
then it's a competition show. So we move
Mhm.
on. We've had our moment. It is the next day in the workroom. The queens come in. They're chit chatting. RuPaul comes in, um, looking like he's looking. And
Ooh,
RuPaul,
yeah, those patterns didn't mix. I guess they went for more color coordination than pattern
okay,
coordination. Some people can pull off mixed patterns. That was not the mixed pattern to go for.
was not. So RuPaul announces that this week's the Maxi Challenge is a good old roast of our very own Carson Kressley.
Who we have not seen, but like what, maybe one time all season?
I think we've seen him probably three, like not very many at all. But I will say they've done a pretty even balance of Carson, Ross, and TS this All Star season. I feel like
Hmm.
they've balanced them very well.
Yeah.
Um, and since Alexis she was the top All Star of last week, she gets to choose the order that the queens roast in.
Mm.
So they sit down, and baby, they start planting this seed that Jimbo might bomb. I'm like, now Jimbo better not bomb a roast. Out of all the challenges, Jimbo, you better not bomb a roast.
No, because Jimbo has great comedic timing.
That part, but when you get in your head,
Right.
so I'm
I think
like,
they were just trying to throw Jimbo off
they were trying to make it appear that Jimbo was off her rocker.
her game.
Yeah, no, I was just sitting there and I was like, come on now, Jimbo. If you don't win this week, like this is one week where I'm like, okay, they're throwing it at you.
Yeah,
You just need to
it's
knock it out the
obvious
park.
now.
Yeah, they're throwing it at you. Just knock it out the park, okay?
Hmm.
And we'll get to there, but she did.
Of
So
course.
they go to the main stage, and we're joined by Michelle Visage and Alec Mappa, where they are going to be assisting them in their roast routines.
Yes.
So after they meet with them, they're in the workroom getting ready for the challenge. And guess who walks into the workroom?
Katya.
Katya, season 7, All Stars 2, and host.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was shocked they put the host on there. I'm like, baby, you want people to go to Wild Presents Plus and watch that show. But
Yes.
it's the most popular show on Wild Presents Plus besides Drag Race. Like the Drag Race is like
Right.
the Wild Presents Originals. These are like is the one.
Right.
That and
Because they're the
Fashion
most
Photo Review.
entertaining, honestly.
Honestly, I find Binge Queen is probably my favorite show on Wild Presents Plus. I really wish they would have done one for All Stars like they did with All Star 7.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would have done one for the regular season of Drag Race. But we're now to these internationals, so now they're going to be doing it like they're doing one for Drag Race Mexico. There's going to be a good chance they're going to do one for Down Under, which is coming at the end of this month.
Mm-hmm.
They do a version of Binge Queens for Drag Race France. It's hosted by Paloma. I
Mm-hmm.
watched it. It was cute. I'm like, they could have just really named this Binge Queens and put it with the other Binge Queens.
Mm.
But I found out Drag Race España had their own version of Binge Queens this whole time.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they had it for season 2 and season 3. But it's called, it translates to I Say So. and
Mm.
it's Samantha Valentine's, and each week she's sitting with somebody else and they're watching the episode. That's Binge Queens. Just put it on Binge Queens.
Mhm.
Anyway, but Katya's here, looking lovely as always. Listen, that dress is a choice, but hey, she's
It
not
is.
competing, so
Exactly.
I really enjoyed the randomness of Katya.
Yes.
I thought it was really funny, and to
I
me,
think they just kind of put a call out all former drag race queens that happen to be in the city of Los Angeles. Come on.
and it really lifted the spirits in the room because they were kind of but she came in, got
Because
them
they got
laughing.
rid of Lala.
Yeah, she came in, got them laughing. I know Katya said she doesn't want to compete no more, but I would love to see Katya again. I would
Hmm.
love to see Katya again. So, Katya, if you ever change your mind, there's at least two people who would love to see you on our television on screens again.
Yes, definitely.
And it's been a long time, too. The last time we saw you was All Stars 2, which was what, 6 years ago?
Hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's been 6 years since All Stars 2. Shoot. Yeah, because since All Stars 2, we've had an All Stars every year.
Hmm.
Wow. Wow, okay.
Do.
So, Katya's gone. I'm going to call that a crawl, but she left the room.
She
So,
slunk, slimped, whatever.
yeah, we are on the main stage now, and RuPaul looks gorgeous, darling. Now, that is 40 inches right there. I'm just going to say that. Now, that's 40 inches. Okay?
Ugh.
But RuPaul looks stunning, and this is a different type of wig for Ru. We never really see her in this type of wig.
No, not since she played Ruby Red in that one show on
Yeah,
Netflix
but
that got
on
canceled.
Drag Race, I don't think we've ever seen a wig like this on Ru. Correct me
Mm-mm.
if I'm wrong in the comments. But I really like it. Change it up a little bit, Ru. Change it up a little bit.
Mm.
I like it. And I love me some orange, so all this is correct for me, except for the shoe, but we're not going to talk about it. We are joined by Michelle Visage and Carson Kressley.
Yeah.
And now it's time for the roast of Carson Kressley, which I was really confused at first, but once the roast started, I'm like, I know what's happening here. Because, they said at the beginning that Tom Felicia is a guest judge this week. And I'm like, where is he? And as the roast
Mm.
was going on, I'm like, wait, Jackie Wood. Jackie Wood is going to make an appearance.
Hey,
And
and
I
whoever
called it.
did Jackie Wood's makeup, oh
Whoever
my
did,
God.
woo, baby, had her
Woo!
looking right.
Yes, because
That
they
had
had
to
that
be that
right.
had to be probably Chanel or Raven, because probably Raven. Well, I don't know. I don't
It
know.
was it was somebody, but yeah, because we
Somebody
went
had to.
because when they were on Celebrity, it was the makeup was okay, and I guess it might have had something to do with the dancing and the extreme bright
Yeah,
lights.
and it's whoever was doing it then. They probably had a different makeup artist for Secret Celebrity than for here.
But whoever did it this time around,
But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. So first we had Alexis and Michelle. What do we think of the roast that she delivered?
she tried. She really tried.
She tried it. I think she did a good job.
She tried.
Better than her last roast. She had now she started off rough, but by the end of it, she had me chuckling.
Mm-hmm.
She had me chuckling. Once she found that footing, she really got there. I thought she did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up next, we had Jessica Wilde. Ah!
Mm.
Oh, had me
She played into
hollering.
that accent so well.
She had me hollering. I'm like, yes, Jessica.
And that's what she needed to do. She needed to play into the fact that she
Honestly,
could
for a
not
quick second, I thought
pronounce.
maybe they were going to give her the win. For a
Mm-hmm.
quick second, like clearly Jimbo like slayed, but there was a little bit of moment. I'm like, are we going to give it to Jessica?
Right? Because she has none.
No, she has one. Remember, she won the ball.
Yeah, she did win.
She won the ball. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, remember because she won $10,000 in one lip sync.
A
But yeah, she did an amazing job. I really enjoyed her set. Like when I went to go get screenshots, her and
mm-hmm.
Jimbo's were the only set I actually sat through
You
the whole
actually
thing.
stopped and watched.
I stopped and watched. I'm like, I'm gonna watch these two. The other two, I just got a screenshot in the front. All right, moving on. Speaking of moving on, let's get to Candy Muse.
She looked good.
She looked good.
Good.
But the roast was not cooked all the way.
Roasting.
Same
She
thing. Same,
went too
same thing with
fast.
Alexis. Her starting off was a little rough, but she got there at the end.
Right. And I agree with Michelle's assessment of like, when you didn't get the laugh, but you owned it and that was good.
I
She
enjoyed
set
that.
you up. She set you up for another joke, but instead of like waiting the beat to like make sure you get the laughs or to at the very least give room for the laugh, she just was like, "Oh, they're not laughing. Okay, let me keep going." And I'm like, "No, you set up the book thing. Okay, do you know he likes horses? Wait one beat, wait two beat, because da 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 punchline." The fact that she was like, "You know why he likes horses? Because da 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 da," and I'm like, "But I didn't get a chance to laugh."
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So yeah.
And then last but definitely not least, we had Jimbo
You
bringing
mean
back
Joan
her Snatch
Rivers?
Game character of Joan Rivers.
Hello, darling.
Oh, this was so good.
What are you gonna do?
It was
I don't know Joan
so.
very well, but
And I love how she read everybody.
everybody.
Everybody got read.
Everybody.
And like everybody else tried to read everybody, but they weren't funny about it. Like Jimbo, all of her jokes were funny.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed from the beginning to the end. And I'm like, okay, they had me worried for a second. They really had me believing Jimbo was going to come out here and bomb.
Yeah, because I was like, why are they doing like the little daunting music? Like that makes absolutely no sense.
And like
Because
they went to commercial right before Jimbo's, and Jimbo's like, oh God, here we go. I'm like, baby, are you finna? Are you finna? No, you can't. You can't.
no,
And she
because the
didn't.
only thing that would have made sense to me would have been if she was like not confident in the Joan Rivers character. But other than that, Jimbo can throw punchline.
Yeah. And I was watching the Roscoe's review party, and Alexis Michelle was there, and she said they had about 5 minutes, and they only showed about 2 minutes of each. But she said Jimbo's full 5 minutes was hilarious.
I bet.
Like everybody was gasping for air, and I'm like, "Ooh, can I get the 5 minute cut, please?"
They should do that in Uncut.
Honestly, I want lip syncs. I want the full lip syncs.
That's what Uncut should be, not or Untucked should be.
That's
Or
what
they
I
should
want.
just have they should either have that be part of Untucked or just have like a third show, Uncut, and show all the highlights, Uncut.
Yeah, like I want the full lip syncs. I really do. But that might not tell the story they're trying to tell us.
Right.
But yeah, Jimbo, Joan Rivers, amazing. So,
Yeah.
as we mentioned earlier, Jackie Wood, Celebrity Drag Race Season 2 competitor, showed up and the
Yes.
face was correct.
Yes.
Looked real good. Her roast was okay.
Yeah.
If she was competing, she would have been in the bottom.
Facts.
But I thought it was cute to see Jackie Wood again.
Yes.
So, the category for this week is Snow Bunny.
Nobody.
So, what would Roxy St. James do with Snow Bunny?
Man, Darian Lake kind of took my
She
idea.
took yours.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
I saw it on TikTok and I was like, wait, that was my idea. We was gonna go the blow route.
Yeah.
And like, oh, Snow Bunny. I get it, Snow Bunny.
So, this is what I would have done. This would have been a reach. I'm not sure if they would have fully got it. But
Uh-huh.
as the runway first starts, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall
Okay.
to make it look like I'm climbing out somebody's window or something. So
Okay.
my story is the wife came home and now I'm like half naked running through the blizzard. So like my nose would be frozen. I would have frosty tips because now I gotta walk home. I would have
One shoe on, one shoe off.
frostbite on like one of my hands, on a couple of my fingers. Like that would have been the snow bunny I would have went for.
Well, my other idea, once I saw Darian Lake took my original idea, I would have dressed up like one of the white chicks.
Oh
Fake
god.
dog, merkin bag, and
Oh
everything.
god.
And had the face and like got up there, walked to one corner. I'm gonna have a BF.
I'm not gonna play with you.
Yeah. Would have
But
bought the mask and everything.
but yeah, I think that's what I would have done, and hopefully it would have been able to portray how I had it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's get into these looks. Up first, we have Alexis Michelle. I love this.
You know what? Alexis brought it with this
She
one.
really did. I love the spend the night bag.
Yes.
I just this all the wig. That's a different wig for Alexis right there. We
It
don't see that
really
wig.
is with the Karen haircut.
Oh, we don't see this wig on her, and I'm like, this looks good.
Mm-hmm.
This looks really good. I was
She
thoroughly
said, "Let me
impressed.
bring something for the children this time."
Yes. What did you think of this look?
You know what? I've had my biases all season. This was correct. I actually like this. Bless you.
Oh no, it was a hiccup. Mm. Up next is Jessica Wilde. I thought this was cute.
It was really basic.
She really said, "Oh, Snow Bunny got you."
Yeah, exactly. And gave you going camping in the mountains. Let's go to Aspen realness.
Yeah, like it's cute. He still gets a two, but
Right. It was just she took it literally.
you know. Up next is Candy Muse.
Candy Muse said, "I'm still gonna be naked in the snow. This is not a complete bodysuit. You see it's in pieces." I really wish her stockings would have matched her skin tone a little bit better.
And she's normally better at that. I'm not sure if something was happened or what.
I think the other one's got some runs in it.
Yeah, maybe and should put on some backup ones. I don't know. I don't particularly care for this. It doesn't scream Snow Bunny to me.
It really doesn't.
Um, the face and makeup,
The face card,
the face
however, does
makeup.
not decline.
Yeah, the hair looks lovely, but if she wouldn't have had the goggles that you don't really see,
In her hair, you wouldn't have known. And the
I
snow
wouldn't have
boots.
guessed Snow Bunny from the prompt or anything ice related.
No.
I wouldn't have. I would have got. I would have thought maybe some diamonds is the category or something like that.
Diamond Dominatrix. Bam. There you go.
Up next is Jimbo.
And if you take that next season, RuPaul, I want my money.
What do we think about Jimbo's look this week?
Jimbo killed this.
This looks really good.
I loved this.
The only thing is, I watched the pit stop with Bianca in Manila this week, and Bianca pointed out she doesn't have earrings on it. Ever since then, my eyes keep going straight to her ears. I'm like,
Her
she's
ears.
not wearing earrings. She's not wearing earrings. She's not wearing earrings. But other than that, I love the look. I love the look. It's just now because of Bianca, I'm like, she's not wearing earrings. She's not wearing earrings. Does she know she's not wearing earrings? Somebody get this lady a pair of earrings. But
I
yes.
think earrings. If I were to wear earrings with that, I probably would have wore some feathers,
But
and
yeah.
then it would have went and blended in. And I think that's what she was hoping for, because I think any other earring would have taken away from it. Honestly,
But yes, I like this look. I do.
yeah.
So, out of our four queens, who has your favorite look?
Jimbo.
I'm gonna say Alexis Michelle had my favorite look this week. Jimbo's a close second.
Yes.
A close second.
Yes.
So Tom Felicia, they mentioned you see him during the runway, but RuPaul finally formally introduces, "Hey everybody, this is Tom Felicia.
Mm-hmm.
He is here."
Yeah.
So we find out that Jimbo is the winner of this week's
They took that
challenge.
makeup off fair.
Quick, do you agree with Jimbo winning?
Yeah.
I do. I agree. Like Jessica possibly could have got it,
Mm-hmm.
but Jimbo was right there.
Killed it. Annihilated it. It was a bomb. It was Hiroshima.
But we are now at that part of the competition. If you're not in the top,
You're at
you're
the
in the
bottom.
bottom. I hate that. Do you like that if you're not in the top, you're in the bottom nonsense?
When it's this many queens, yeah,
No.
it makes sense.
No.
Because what's the point? You're gonna rescue one.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but Jessica shouldn't be in the bottom three. She did that good. She should not be in the bottom three.
Maybe make an exception for this one, but
Even going back, thinking about times where, if you're not in the top, you're in the bottom, All Stars 5 comes to mind. When Shea Coulee won the Snatch game, I'm sorry,
mhm.
but Alexis and Jujubee should not have been in the bottom that episode. But because of that stupid rule, if you're not in the top, you're in the
At the
bottom.
bottom.
No, because they did a great job. Now, if all three of them bombed, then okay, yeah, go ahead. But like, if someone clearly doesn't deserve to be in the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and like next week is the only situation where I'm okay with it because there's three Sims, or there are three
Wrong
queens
channel.
left. There's three queens left, so that means there's going to be a winner and a bottom two. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hate that if you're not in the top, you're in the bottom bullshit. But anyway, but because of that, Alexis, Jessica, and Candy are all up for elimination. So we go backstage and we see everyone's vote. Usually we have to wait to untuck to see everybody's vote.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, no, we're going to show everybody's vote. I'm like, okay, cool. So Jimbo, as soon as I saw this crazy character, I'm like, oh, she finna win this
Mm-hmm.
lip sync.
Mm-hmm.
She finna win it. She about because I said this earlier
She
in the
brought this pregnant sperm back.
and I said this earlier in the season. If Jimbo just incorporate the kooky funness that is the Jimbo character into the lip sync, she can win. And look what she did.
Mm-hmm.
So we are now looking in this box of names. We see Alexis, we see Jessica Wilde, and we see
Mm-hmm.
Candy Muse. So Roxy St. James,
Mm-hmm.
who are we selecting this week?
I'd have picked Alexis too.
We're close to the end.
I know. In which case I probably would have got rid of Candy still.
I would have chose Jessica. I know, but Jessica's been killing it the whole season. Like, and let's be honest, she has a good chance of winning this makeover next week. Now, granted, they didn't know there was going to be a makeover next week, but like,
Mm.
there's a good chance Jessica could win that.
Mm.
I would have chose Jessica.
Mm.
But granted, Candy would have went home last week because I would have chose her then.
Exactly.
So it would have been Lala, Alexis, and Jessica, and I still would have chose Jessica.
If it was Alexis, Lala, and Jessica, no, because Alexis might kill this damn makeover too, though.
But she's been in the bottom too many times for me to think she could still win.
Facts. So then, yeah, okay, I agree with you. Now that you've put it on that term,
But yeah,
Jessica.
if I was the top all star, I would have chose Jessica. If I was just voting with the rest of the group, I would have chose Alexis. No need to have Jessica coming after me this
Mm-mm.
close. Unless I know for a fact the others are going to choose Jessica too. There's no
Mm-hmm.
need for Jessica to come after me. So
Exactly.
if I'm the top all star, Jessica. If I'm in the group, I'm choosing Alexis.
Facts.
And if I lose the lip sync and Jessica's still there, honey, well, I guess we gonna beef. I guess we gonna have beef. So, Jimbo is on the stage, and honestly, in the preview for the episode beforehand, you could tell that was Silky behind the
Yeah.
thingy because they showed it from the other end, and I'm like, honey, that's Silky. You can see the big hair, the outfit, that's Silky. But we know for sure that it is Silky Nutmeg
Nutmeg
Ganache.
ganache.
Season 11, All Stars
Star
6,
6.
and the runner up for Canada's Drag Race versus the World. Baby, that title card is stacked. And baby,
Yes.
one thing about Silky, she's a businesswoman because right after this episode aired, on her website, she's now selling a t-shirt with this look right here, a new bath bomb, and then like a combination. You could buy both of them together for like $31.
Baby.
Baby, I almost got it, but the t-shirts don't go up to 5X. Because, well, typically I try to go for 5 or 6X, but it only goes to 4. I'm still thinking about possibly getting it and just, not wearing it. But it'll be
Framing
cool.
it.
But it'll be cool to have the shirt. But I did order a fan off of her website, the Clack fan.
Ooh.
I think
Clack.
I got the Lip Sync Assassin one, so that'll be here, and I don't know where I'm gonna put that one, because I got my Kinamane and Priyanka one over here. I got my sachet one over my door. You can't really see that it says sachet. And then I keep my shade and the love one that you gave me right next to me so I can clack it while I'm watching TV. I know my neighbors are sick of me because, baby, I'll be clacking. Where is it?
You know what? I might need to do something with mine. How are you hanging them up? Because I really don't want to put holes in them.
Honestly, I just set it up there. The one above my door? Like right here? Oh, wait, you can't see me.
I'm trying to act and pretend like I can, but I was like, oh.
I forgot you can't see me. But
No.
yeah, I'll show you afterwards. But there's one above my door. I just set it up there and it just stayed. And then the other one.
Is it open or closed?
It's open.
Oh.
And then the other two I just have sitting. They're open and they're just leaning up against the wall, so they're propped up.
Yes. I only have my 3. I have not invested in any other one.
Oh, baby, my collections of fans is going to be ridiculous. It's finna get real ridiculous up in here with all these fans that I'm finna have. But anyway, I have a Silky fan coming. I might just go ahead after we finish recording today and go get me a t-shirt and a bath bomb. My big ass can't fit in a tub. I have to do showers, but it'll be nice to have it. I can put it in my collection over here.
Yep, or you could always just give it to your best friend.
I'm gonna put it in my collection over here. Because you would use the bath bomb. I want to keep it as a collectible.
I would use the bath bomb.
You would have used it. But anyway, Silky is here, where it's going. And we find out the lip sync song is Freakazoid by Midnight Star. As soon as the song started playing, I'm like, oh, Jimbo's definitely winning this.
Right? Because that played right into that character.
Like, that is the perfect song for Jimbo. That's the perfect character for Jimbo. I'm like, oh, Jimbo finna win this. Let me sit here and watch this. And I gotta give Jimbo her props. Baby, she played into the character. She wiggled, she shimmied. And this is what I was talking about earlier in the season. Play within the character of Jimbo while still lip syncing, and you can do it. Now, I gotta give Silky her props as well, because honestly, I thought this was gonna be a double win.
Oh, look, because I was sitting there and I was watching it, and I think like she got tripped up for like half a second, and then she said, let me play into this. And she played with Jimbo, and when she played with Jimbo, I was like, okay, she really trying to win this lip sync, keep her lip sync assassin title.
Oh, she'll always be in the lip sync assassin. Now, honey, when this baloney fell out, the judges lost it. I did too. I ain't gonna lie to you, baby. I was clacking my fan. I was like, yes! I was like, come on, baloney! Like, they just played off of each other so
really well.
It was just so much fun. And like I said, I really thought this was going to be a double win. I really did.
What, have they ever double won?
Yeah. Not this season, but on All
Well,
Star
no,
6.
not this one.
Remember, Raja and Brooklyn Heights had a double win. Eureka and Jada Essence Hall had a double win. Remember, Good Golly, Miss Molly. It was a Little Richard song.
I know. I thought Jada lost that one.
Oh, no. They both won that. It was a tie.
Oh.
But yeah, I just thought this was so much fun. And it's just, I'll be your freakazoid. I haven't heard
Freakazoid.
that song. It has to been at least 10 plus years since I've heard Freakazoid. It's had to be 10 plus years since
That
I've
song
heard.
is like 40 years old.
I know. But I know I had to have been in college the last time I heard Freakazoid. So, baby, that started playing. I'm like, hey, I ain't heard this in a minute. Come on and wipe me. I had to add it to the playlist. I'm like, baby, I forgot about you. Thank you, Drag Race, for reintroducing that to me.
Huh.
So, RuPaul announces that the losing streak is finally over. After 6 lip syncs lost over her Drag Race career, Jimbo has finally won a lip sync.
Hmm.
Finally. And out of all people, she beat Silky Nutmeg Ganache.
That part.
Even Silky was like, baby, this is history right here. I lost to Jimbo.
That part. I am so hot.
Oh my goodness. And she was just so happy in her face. I was genuinely happy for Jimbo. I'm like, aw, you finally did it. I'm
Hmm.
happy for you. So Silky had to walk on back to the back of the stage in those shoes,
Back of the stage.
in those same shoes that she's been lip syncing in for now 4 different seasons. Baby, she says them are my go-to boogie down shoes, I guess.
Look, at least it's a heel.
So Jimbo now gets the choice to send somebody home. And
Mm-hmm.
baby, the lip sync came out that zipper where the baloney did. I
Uh-huh.
lost it again. Oh, I'm like, I'm not supposed to be laughing. I'm supposed to be trying to figure out who's going to go to the house. But she chose Alexis
Like,
Michelle. Which means, Alexis Michelle, you are and will always be an all
it
star.
almost door.
Now, sashay away. Thank you for coming. I love this screenshot I got here of Silky and Jimbo when they're tip your local drag queen sign.
Mm-hmm.
Silky's like, I done really lost to Jimbo. I done really lost to Jimbo.
Now, how the heck does that work?
Oh, and next week they're doing a makeover challenge, and I'm guessing we're going to go to a top 2 unless it's a non-elimination episode. But like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this just like a front and somebody's gonna come back? Like, I just, it's not adding up in my head unless we're doing a reunion. But why would we do a reunion? No other All Stars except for All Stars 2 had a reunion. And All Stars 2
Right.
reunion aired after the show was over.
Mm.
So I'm just like, what are we doing here? So I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna
Mm.
watch, I'm gonna see what the hell's going on up in these streets, okay? But yeah, that is our episode right there. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Krisha, where can they find you on social medias?
You can find me at Kresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL. You catch up with me in all of my adventures for the whole of 2023.
And you can
And
find
all.
and you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. And yes, I am now on Spill. So follow me on all my social medias. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.